I was talking to this young woman. I said, JFK. She never heard of him. Yeah. She didn't know who JFK was. I said, he was a president. Really? I can't believe how stupid the kids are. I mean, not that they're stupid, they're misinformed. They're coming out of school so misinformed or underinformed. You know those old saying that we used to have as a kid, milk, more information, less knowledge? I mean, that applies to what's happening in schools today. I can't believe it.
Well, think about it. I think it cost about $186,000 to educate a person. I shouldn't say educate him, to put him through a government system from kindergarten to the 12th grade. So now you're spending all that money, and what do? They get a job working at Walmart, getting a job driving a UPS or a Amazon truck. What do? They work at Home Depot. Why did you send them to school all these years if this is the career they're going to have?
And you can't hurt their feelings. You have to give everybody a trophy.
You didn't have to go to school to work at these jobs.
So let me ask you this question, okay? So the trends journalists stay stupid, stay in the mainstream. What did you mean by that? Or what is this Trends Journal about?
The Trends Journal is about, we tell people what in the world is going on, what it means, what's next, and what to do. And of course, the motto is think for yourself. You don't have to do what we tell you to do. But the mainstream, all it is it's constant propaganda. And they never stop. And they're rookies. And by the way, I used to be on Oprah, the Today Show, Good Morning America, like you are. You're everywhere. You know what the deal is. You're working for the corporation. Right. And they want you to say what they want you to say, and you got to be in the game.
Okay, so let me read some of the enticing subjects that are in today's Trends Journal. It says here, the New World Disorder, top trend, emerging nations diving into debt default. The other thing is, the New World Disorder, top trend, Germany rations power as Russia cuts gas supplies. If that's not enough, we want to buy the Trends Journal and read it. Spotlight China, Western investors flock back to China. You got to read the stuff because Gerald and his team go all out. I mean, we look forward to what you're saying.
Thank you.
Because I want to stay away from MSNBC, and I'm in the markets all the time. We call it CNBS. Buy the dip, the Fed's on your dome. Don't fight the Fed. I'm going, holy mackerel. And we're sliding into the biggest crash in history. And I am on record here. This is my book, Rich Dad's Prophecy, why the biggest stock market crash in history is still coming, and how you can prepare yourself and profit from it. I'm going to get extremely rich because of the Trends Journal and things I'm reading. I said, okay, I'm ahead of the curve. But what about the baby boomers, Gerald? My generation, your generation, we're the first generation with a 401k. I think less than 50% have $100,000 in their 401k, and it's been cut in half to a 101k right now, 0.25%. What's going to happen to them, Gerald?
We are into the worst financial crisis and geopolitical crisis, socioeconomic crisis in the history of the world.
Of the world. America's the biggest debtor nation in the world right now. And all we do is keep blowing bubbles up, and the bubble has met the pin. It's going to pop. It's popping.
And now, with them raising interest rates, inflation continued to skyrocket. What the COVID war did is unprecedented. It's incalculable, the damage it's done. It killed the lives and livelihoods of billions of people. When people lose everything and they have nothing left to lose, they lose it. And they've lost everything.
I got attacked by these stock market guys. I won't mention their name because they're pretty famous. How can you be so negative? I said, well, how can you be so dysfunctional, you idiot? I mean, do you think stock markets always keep going up? Oh, yes, they do. The Fed's got your back. I said, you're an idiot. How can people be that stupid, Gerald?
Yeah, I mean, again, they're listening to the mainstream. They live by sound bites. They're not doing the research to find out the details of what's going on.
So, Gerald, what is on your mind today with the Trends Journal? You tell us what's going on with you.
Well, the big issue is inflation. And again, the economy was artificially injected with all this monetary methadone to keep the money junkies high. Everything should have crashed in 2020 when they locked down most of the country and most of the world. And it's just artificially boosted up with record low interest rates and countless trillions of dollars pumped in by the government. And now with inflation, and they kept, lying about it or being stupid, whatever you want to decide. First it was temporary, and then it was transitory. They lied about it. You're looking at the EU with what, 8.6% in inflation rate and negative interest rates minus a 0.50. And the United States, where you have the inflation rate just came in at 9.1, and it was temporary and transitory. So they're going to keep raising rates. The higher rates go, the deeper the economy goes, the deeper the markets go. End of story. And you're looking what happened over in Canada recently. They just raised rates 1%. Oh, and that clown over there playing his central banks to was BSing too, that he didn't expect inflation to go this high.
So John, let me throw you two curveballs because this kind of disturbs me. What happened to Boris Johnson, and then what happened to Kazuhisa Abe? I mean, for the Japanese to assassinate somebody, that's more American than Japanese. And then, so what I heard was that Abe was protecting ivermectin or something. He refused to play along with Big Pharma. That's what I was told. I never heard anything like that.
I don't know.
And Boris Johnson, what happened to him? And then how did we get this guy Biden in here? What's going on?
Again, it's a freak show. Look at them. You can't get a better cartoon character than Boris Johnson. The guy kept lying all the time, locking down everybody while he's partying, getting caught one lie after another. And that's what they all do, by the way. When they all get caught for these lies, like the guy Gavin Newsom, now going to be, they were talking about running as the Democratic challenger against Biden for 2024. This guy's partying up in Napa Valley,
the French
and
Laundry,
locking down everybody. And then when they get caught, they say, I'm really sorry. I apologize. Well, you're sorry you got caught. You apologize for nothing.